What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little review for you today of a really cool knife. This one was sent to me by none other than Three Rivers Manufacturing. Big shout out to Hilary over there, man. You guys are awesome with the community. Y'all help a lot of the smaller content creators like myself out so much by sending us knives and stuff to look at for giveaways, for all kinds of stuff. Really awesome. You guys were actually, if you're watching, Hilary, let me know. Comment TRM Knives. Let me know if you're watching this video. Comment down below. But you guys are actually the first knife company to send me a knife. So TRM, of course, small batch USA made knife company. Before were, I think, Tycoon. They did a lot of titanium work. So branched out into knives, and they have done an exceptional job. This one, spoiler alert, is no exception to that rule. TRM, thank you guys so much for helping me out and for sending me this. So that being said, let's go ahead and thank the Patreon subscribers, all my channel members. Man, you guys are awesome. If you're not, hit the like button. If you like my content, subscribe. If you're interested in hearing me ramble more about knives, really appreciate that very much. And here we go. Let's get into it. This is the TRM Bulldog. Pretty cool, man. Get a nice little close-up there. This is the Coyote Tan G10. Pretty cool, that little bronze touch they did right there on that housing for the lock. Now this is TRM's lock is called the, let's see, I thought I had everything memorized on here with it, but I didn't. River lock, there we go. Axis style lock, river lock. Really works really well in my opinion. We'll get all into that, get all into the details of it, but this one is the TRM Bulldog. There's the other side of it. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll do how we do from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle, right at 7 inches. Now, if you watch my channel at all, you definitely know that my preference on knives is typically a more full-size knife, but this one has definitely found a place in my heart and definitely in my collection. It is, you know, exceptional for its size. I'll go ahead and get that out there. Tip of the blade into the handle, right at 7 inches. From the tip of the blade to where the handle scales meet, the choil right there, right at 3 and just a hair under 3 1/8. Now, if you want to measure sharpen edge like that, you got 2 sitting right at 2 7/8, just under 3 inches on that sharpening edge. Let's go ahead and get out the calibers here. Now this one is a little bit thicker stock than what typically we see, or what I've seen out of TRM, which is the Atom and the Neutron. A little bit thicker blade stock on this one, and we'll check out the Neutron here in a minute. 118 thousandths, thickest part of the spine, and look at behind the edge, goes down to a nice 22 thousandths right there. Pretty good thinness behind the edge, I guess. 469 thousandths on your handle thickness. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get into some size comparisons here. Let's go ahead and do the usual suspects first. You got the Ontario Knives Rat Model 1, and you got your Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. All right. That gives you a pretty good idea compared to the Rat 1 and the Rat 2 there on it anyway. And let's see, let's get out the standard, of course, what all knife channels should use, right, for their size comparisons: the 8-inch crescent wrench and your DeWalt roofing hammer. Right? So, put those up. We'll continue with the usual suspects here. You got your cold steel knives, 8010, and your Demco knives, there it is, 80-20.5. That's a slicer variant, so you can see it's shorter than 80-20.5 with right about the same cutting edge on it. And last but not least, of the usual suspects anyway, whoop, I guess that's my cue. I can take that one. That is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Spyderco Para 3, right? So overall, Para 3 a little bit longer with substantially less cutting edge thanks to that extraordinarily generous forward choil on the Para 3. But then again, the Bulldog does have a pretty generous forward choil itself, right? So let's see. Let's get out some more crossbar USA made knives, ram lock, axis lock, whatever you want to call it. That locking style, ram lock. There's the MSI and the amphibian up next to it. You can see it's definitely a lot smaller than those knives. Amphibian and MSI are pretty large knives actually. Couple more, same style, USA made. There's your Spyderco Manix 2. That's a Spy 27 Manix 2 with the applied weapons tech scales. There's your Benchmade Griptilian. All right, the original axis lock, right, before the patent ran out. Here's another one, Kershaw Bel Air. Now a little bit more similar on the size front, right? And really, the action on that crossbar lock, to me, is comparable in many ways to the Bel Air. And there is your Ritter Hogue, Doug Ritter RSK MK1. All right. Now let's see. Let's get out the brother, sister, right there. So there's the Neutron, right, and there is the Bulldog. So these two, I might actually do a showdown battle video between the two. I think that'd be pretty cool because there are some differences, right? One difference you can see without even me holding it up close to the camera is the well, if I can keep it from falling over, is the blade stock thickness, right? Bulldog definitely has some thinner stock or thicker stock and a thicker handle, but as far as cutting edge, they are right almost, I would say almost identical, with the Bulldog maybe having a hair more. So that's all the size comparisons. Let's go ahead and get out the scale. We'll weight on this bad boy. 3.6 ounces, so over the ounce and inch ratio for sure, but not really what I would say is too much of an issue, at all. Still a pretty light carry. You look in here, got some let's see, no milling, not really any milling, not really. The liners are totally nested in there, which is pretty cool. Probably help if I held it in front of the camera, right? But that's one nice touch. And the G10 is very, very contoured, very nice. Get more into that, but no milling as far as the weight reduction goes. Not really needed in my opinion. And the pocket clip, which is awesome, I've had absolutely no issues with it. Completely deep carry pocket clip and very, very comfortable, holds on really good. I mean, that's what you're looking at pretty much when it's in your jeans. A little bit sticking up, but not much there. And you can see right there, those screws, you hold it on the flat, you can't see them, which is awesome. Doesn't snag the pants coming in and out, won't rip your pants up. Let's go ahead and do a hardware check. That's the wrong one. All right, T6 is what I got here. All right, so the handle scales, just like the Neutron, T6 on the handle scales, I think just like the Neutron. Now I'm kind of curious. Let me get the Neutron. Gotta double check myself. Get the Neutron back out here. I can find the Neutron. Uh-oh. There it is. All right. Sorry about that. Had a little Neutron panic attack. Yeah, T6 on the Neutron as well. All right. So I wanted to double check that just because I made that statement and like, yeah, I better check that. So I don't know if the handle scales are removable like the Neutrons are without totally disassembling the knife. Maybe, yeah, possibly. Got a captive pivot on this side, which is awesome. I wish they were T8s. That is one upgrade that I wish TRM would make, but as far as I've seen, they're not. They've got the T6s on all their models. It'd be really cool if they threw those T6s in the trash and started making T8s for everything. Let's see if I can get my, speaking of T8s, yeah, maybe I'll just grab the other one, get my T8 out here. I think that's a T8, might not be, might be bigger. T8 feels kind of loose. This is a T10 that I've got in here. Yeah, T10. All right, so that's a T10, which is awesome on that captive pivot. Great job there. Just wish they would have went with T8 on all the rest of the hardware there. And is that Torx? Yeah, look at that. Huh. You can tighten and loosen that up as well. That's pretty neat. Well, T6 on the crossbar there. All right, so that's pretty much it as far as the specs goes. We'll get into ergonomics, aesthetics, my opinion, the review part of the video. So for such a small knife, this one really is, they really did a great job on it. It's really smooth. You can choke back even. Still have my pinky right there, choke back on it. Choked up, fully comfortable, just off of that edge right there, but still really comfortable. Really nice, really locked in. This contouring on this G10 really helps out a lot. Very, very smooth texture. It's what I love to see on G10. That is awesome. This thing is running on bearings, I believe, right? Yeah, it's running on bearings. Really, really smooth reverse flick. No issues there. No jimping up here, but in my opinion, it's not really needed. That's not sharp at all. So really, really locked in, really comfortable there. Kind of got that defined ergonomic line, you know, where it's like just screaming to be, you know, choked up on, which is awesome. They did that without sacrificing much of the cutting edge, which is, you know, pretty hard to do, and I really like that. As far as aesthetics goes, you know, I talked about the G10 being smooth. I really like that nice larger toothy backspacer. I believe that is like a G10 on that backspacer as well. Pretty sure on that. Yeah, I think that's G10. It's either aluminum or G10. I think it's G10. Deep carry milled titanium pocket clip. Doesn't create a hot spot at all, which is awesome. Really like that little bronze touch that they did on that kind of lock housing there. That's pretty cool. The crossbar action is pretty snappy on it. As soon as you pull back, it goes shut. And this one is very well broken in and very well used. No issues there. Reverse flick works fine. Again, one thing that really surprised me with this one is the size of it. For the size of it, normally I like a larger size knife, but it really has impressed the heck out of me. TRM's logo, I thought, you know, I've always thought it was pretty cool right there on the front of the blade. On the back of the blade, you're looking at TRM USA and 20 CV. So yeah, let's talk about price. Overall, these run at, out the gate, you're looking at $225, and for the contoured 3D contoured Coyote, which is what they call this smooth G10, add another $45, so around $270 when they are available, but they are completely sold out. Looking at their website right now. Now they do drop. They have been dropping a lot more periodically than they used to. So they do, as long as you know, subscribe to their newsletter, favorite it, you know, get like a text alert set up through their website, which is linked down below. It's pretty easy to get a hold of them whenever they do drop. Sometimes they are available for a little while before they sell out, but this is a small batch USA made knife, a lot different than a Kizer or Civivi or something of that nature, you know, where they're just pumping out thousands and thousands of them. These are a lot more in-house than a lot of those, I would say. So overall, man, I think as far as price, fit to finish, everything on the Bulldog, I am 100% totally satisfied with it. Will definitely put it on my most recommended knives playlist for sure. And TRM is, on top of creating a great product, they are a very recommendable, very approachable company. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about TRM. Let me know if you've got any, if you want one, what you think about the review, whatever. Hit me up in the comments down below. Hit the like button if you like my content. Subscribe if you want more of it. I really appreciate everyone watching and support me all the time. And thank you again to TRM for sending this awesome knife. And I'll see you guys on the next one.